been crazy, and I've been getting into some wars uh, against Gotti, and I'm pretty sure they fought in real life and had some crazy wars, right?
Yes, I gotta out myself a little bit. I'm not the biggest boxing guy on the planet, but I do know that the Gotti War trilogy is fireworks. Those are fights that I actually have seen. So yeah, those guys are super high level, and I am looking forward to seeing, what Elite King does with Gotti, and looking forward to seeing what Bone does with Brook.
Yeah, look at those records: 22-8, 10-5, doing some good work on the ranked scene here.
Absolutely. Do you have a good rank record, Rob?
Decent. I like 100 wins and like 50 losses.
Oh yeah,
Decent. I do enjoy the disconnects when both of us get a dub.
Yep.
I've gotten a lot of those. All my losses are disconnects, Frank. Everyone.
Same here. Yeah, no. That's the only reason I've got any blemishes on my record is because of disconnects, of course.
Yeah.
I'm actually 712 and 5, all disconnects.
That's insane. Here we go. I know, it looks kind of grainy here, huh? It's all right. Maybe he's got his graphics on hyper low to get the frame advantage here.
Perhaps. But these guys standing in the middle, and Gotti looks like he's going to be the aggressor starting things off. Bone looking a bit more content to kind of hang out on the outside and wait on shots to appear. But whenever the fight comes to him, he will throw back. Nice three-piece there. Gotti's still advancing. Huge left hook there from Brook. I think it was partially blocked. These guys are just trying to stand on a napkin and throw, and you know what? I love it. Keep it up, guys.
Yeah, Bone doing work. Looks like he's kind of relying on the sways, the head movement to make Elite Kings miss and then make him pay. And Elite Kings is coming forward, but he's eating that left hook. Ooh, yeah. Watch out for the body shots.
Definitely. With that chin of Gotti, you can eat a lot. So he's probably not as concerned as maybe he should be, but perhaps it's with good reason because, man, Arturo Gotti is made of vibranium, specifically in this game.
Oh, man, Bone doing work is just landing heavy counters here, and those are pretty nasty. With the updates, they've upgraded the damage, I believe. And
oh, my goodness.
Elite King's got to be careful here.
You can't just stand there and eat those, man. Like, he's at the end of those punches just taking full combinations, and Bone doing work is happy to keep giving them out.
Yeah, he's like, all you can eat buffet, come here, and Elite King's like, let me get some of that.
Now, Elite King just trying to march forward a little bit, maybe put some pressure on Brook. And I got to be honest, Bone doing work is doing work.
He is. It's hard when you're going against an opponent that's relying on like the sways and already a rock in the later or the latter part of that round. And oh my gosh, stop the fight! What the heck?
I'm sorry.
Late shots.
Rob, we might have just seen an evolution in the Undisputed meta. I believe that is my first teabag that I've seen in recorded competitive play. We might be seeing the building blocks of future.
Someone get teabagged?
Yeah, he looked like he did the down sway twice.
My God, I missed the teabag, man. Darn it. That's awesome. Here we go, round number 2. Bone doing work, in control right now. Looks like he's starting to get a little comfortable, a little cocky, a little swagger coming out here, Frank.
Absolutely. Those lean back left hooks. He's finding a home for him. And Elite King just seems to let him. Like, he's just walking forward, still throwing those hooks up top, letting him lean back and catch his own counter hooks. Whenever I personally see a guy throwing a lot of head movement, oh God, I don't just stand there and eat it. But yeah, no, I would be looking to go to the body, but right now he's just got to get those hands up and get out of dodge, because right now Bone doing work is he's got his foot on the gas pedal. He's looking like he's taking no prisoners right now. I got to be honest, this camera movement making me a little dizzy, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, this game always making me a little dizzy, a little nauseous when I'm playing it, especially when people are spinning in circles. That's hard to get through,
I had to turn the camera tilt and the camera shake off because I felt like I was going to throw up after a couple of fights. But perhaps Bone is using that to his advantage. I don't know, man. He's using his hands to his advantage right now. He's doing a great job of just getting these combinations off, getting out of the range of Gotti whenever he's trying to come back. And right now, it just looks like Bone can do no wrong in this fight.
Yeah, and that is true. And it seems Elite King's kind of is just walking right into his onslaught and trying to throw his own, but Bone's defense and his movement is creating these counter opportunities while Elite Kings is kind of just staying there, eating him on the face, trying to throw. So he might need to switch up his strategy.
Absolutely. It looks like, you know, every time he's just trying to step in and throw a couple of jabs. Yeah, that was a nice left hook he landed. Maybe he can build on that and capitalize. It just seems like every time he enters, he's trying to do so with a jab, and it looks like Bone is already privy to that. That's why he's leaning back, catching him with those left. Huge right straight there. Maybe that can give him a bit of confidence and a bit of momentum going into round 3. There's still a lot of fight ahead of us, Rob, so, you know, he's still got time to turn this around. But right now, Bone is looking great through 2 rounds.
Yeah, first 2 going to Bone, and it seems like maybe Elite King found something in that latter part of that second round. That straight, that power straight could be the punch, you know, as Bone's leaning back. I mean, that's pretty much the only direction he's going on is straight backwards. So maybe that straight to the punch, or straight to the head, straight to the body, and using those jabs, because he's just pretty much doing the same thing over and over again and cracking them.
He just burned his entire stamina bar. I think maybe missed 2 punches the entire time. You can't let him do that, man. Like, back up. Get out of range, do something. Like, I mean, you know, obviously it's easy for us to say sitting here in the commentary booth. Whenever you're in there in the fire, things are just different. But, you know, a change of strategy seems like it could absolutely benefit Elite King right about now. Just what can he do in this situation, though, Rob, to get inside that range?
You know, I would probably like fake and come in, but not, you know, just use my footwork to get Bone to throw and gas him out a bit, because he hasn't really done too much of like the feinting. He kind of just comes in and throws. He doesn't fake his entries. He doesn't really feint his punches. And I've realized that when you're going against someone that's relying heavily on like the maneuvering and the footwork and the lean backs, the countering is so OP in this game that it's hard to deal with. So it's a tough challenge for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking to maybe change things up here. He's starting to dig the body a little bit more, but then again, so is Bone. So that's that's not a good sign. You know, maybe you're trying to get some of that wind out of his sails since he is throwing a lot and going to the body. But then he just evens that up by throwing right back at yours. So that's
jeez, what are these guys doing?
They don't care.
They don't care about defense, bro. Maybe this is the Rocky Balboa strategy that Gotti's doing right here. Maybe Elite Kings know something that we don't. He's gonna gas out Bone just with punches to his face.
That's exactly. This is the strategy that Conor tried to implement against Khabib. You know, just get underneath him full mount, tire him out by letting him swing, and then you got him right where you want him.
Okay, Dominic. Well,
maybe go for an underhook after that.
3-0, huh? I would say Bone doing work, probably up 3 rounds right now.
I would say so, but hey, the fans really won that last round. I mean, both guys just stood in the middle and said, forget about it. Let's just throw. And as we see, like you said, on that scorecard, one judge gave round 1 to Elite King. So maybe we have no clue what we're watching.
Hey, maybe. Or maybe these judges are on something, but like you said, that's neither here or there. And I got to say, these guys are fighting really excitingly, like, if that's even a word. I thought maybe, because on ranked, you run into these people that just avoid the fight, jab you, straight you. They're just trying to point fight you. But these guys are coming and bringing it to the table, and they're throwing bombs, man. I'm loving it.
Absolutely. Like you said, this feels like we're watching a Rocky movie live and in person.
Yeah. For sure.
Some leaked trailers from Creed 4, I guess.
I don't know, man. Bone's stamina is doing pretty good for the 4th round, but I don't know. It seems like Elite King is landing some of his own punches now on the entry and kind of catching up here.
Yeah.
Look at that one. Oh, again.
Huge right hand. He's starting to find himself in the pocket here. Maybe this was part of the strategy. He's starting to land some of those power straights, and those can make a difference quickly, especially when you got somebody with the hands like Arturo Gatti.
Yeah, it seems like he's standing a little bit further back, kind of finding his range and just kind of popping them with that straight. And that left hook is so nice in this game. I'm loving the left hook, and that right hook's pretty good too. I'm not sure what Kell Brooks' best shot is, honestly, but Bone doing work seems like he's maybe, I mean, we're looking at the stamina bar, but it just looks like he's slowing down a little bit.
From what I've experienced, Brooks' straight punches are probably his bread and butter. He's got some good hooks and good uppercuts, but that jab and that straight are just phenomenal, as we see from Bone. But also, Bone is just not being picky at all. He's throwing hooks, he's throwing uppercuts. As I'm saying that, he's throwing a lot of hooks to the head. I was about to talk about how he's mixing levels up, but hey, if it's there, keep hitting it, right? But at the end of that round, Gotti, Elite King, was really starting to find his footing, really starting to find those home for those hooks. Things are starting to get interesting here as we make it to the second half of this fight, Rob.
Definitely, and I'm loving Elite King's step-in jab, you know, the entries with the jab, now he's going to the body, and he's kind of using his footwork to stay on the outside, and it'll come in and pop him with that jab, and that's really working. Bone doing work, though, is catching him with those hooks when he's on the inside. Elite needs to come in, sting him, and then dip out, but when he's in the pocket, Frank, he's getting tagged.
He absolutely is. But one thing I have been seeing here in these more recent exchanges from Elite King, he's doing a better job of letting Bone throw first, so that whenever he throws that straight or that jab back, he can take advantage of that counter window. But then again, it looks like Bone has made that slight adjustment and is mixing up the timing just a little bit. He's not able to do that anymore, but we'll see if he's able to make his own adjustment. That's the thing I like about this game. You can kind of see the chess match happening before our eyes. You can see the adjustments both fighters are making, but good Lord, that left hand, that's an adjustment he didn't take into account, and now Bone is trying to find a way to get him down. Huge right coming back, but oh man, this is not the time to stand and trade if you're Elite King, at least not in my opinion.
Definitely. Somehow Gotti able to just recover after getting rocked and then eat a couple punches in those flurries. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. This boxing game, what's different about this compared to UFC is like the rounds, it is like a chess match. You see like the flow and the differences and the adjustments throughout the fight, and Bone doing work, kind of opening up with some jabs now, and it makes for a beautiful exchange. I love it. It's a lot different than UFC.
I think he just landed 6 out of like 10 punches that he just threw, and they look heavy, man. I don't understand how Gotti is still just walking forward through this, but hey,
got a
that's
chin.
what Gotti was like in real life. I mean,
Gotti's got a chin on him, and Elite Kings is relying on it, because look at these hooks and that power straight again, just proven to be amazing for Elite King's game. But oh my God, power rights by, oh my goodness,
there was a bell, guys. You're supposed to stop when the bell hits. Woo. They do not care. I love it, man. I love it. Jeez. These guys are fighting like they just don't like each other, and
they just don't care about their head health.
None. I love it. I love it.
And it's 1.5 damage. How are they staying in there?
Willpower. Man, these guys, oh my goodness. If you were to drop a napkin, like right in between them, I don't think they would move off of it.
Nope. They might tear it though, you know, because they're being pretty aggressive here. But yeah, their footwork is, I mean, they're pretty stagnant. They kind of just stand there and are just in the phone booth, just exchanging now. Look, they're trying to use their movement, but their punches are finding their mark.
Yeah, it looked like Brook landed 2 or 3 counters in that one, but a nice counter jab there from Gotti. I'm telling you, it seems like just whenever you think, all right, Bone is starting to run away with this fight, Gotti's like, no, hang on.
Right.
See?
Oh, yeah. Both guys are kind of just tagging each other, and it seems like the straight punches, the money shot. There's that left hook, though, from Elite Kings, and now Bone doing work, kind of digging to that body.
Yeah, good slip there by Elite King to avoid that straight coming back. Both these guys are starting to show some defensive prowess, and then it seems like as soon as you're like, oh, okay, they're starting to pick up the defensive habits, they both just drop them and start throwing. So it's an interesting mix of like cerebral chess match and bar fight.
Yeah, for sure. And Elite Kings, I think he's starting to chip away on, I mean, that head health. Look right there, bang. His strategy's working. He's starting to win the battle of attrition, and that head health is low. He's trying to go for that knockdown, but unable to. And you're seeing Bone doing work, put up those arms and really block these punches, because he knows, man, he's getting hurt in these exchanges.
And that block damage, that block health is getting lower and lower. Are we seeing Elite King start to pioneer the Homer Simpson strategy?
Yeah. Hell yeah, he's doing the SpongeBob, baby. I think he's starting to take over this fight. I think Elite Kings is kind of breaking Kell Brooks here, and I mean, the judges gave that to Bone doing work, but it's 56-58, very close fight, and you're seeing that block come up for Bone doing work. You're seeing the damage that has been inflicted, and that block is kind of getting tested, so we'll see how Bone responds.
Yeah, and it seems like both guys are going to respond the same way they have all fight. Stand here and throw some more.
Yeah, guys just relying on that chin, still coming forward though, strong and just aggressive, and sometimes you know, that can chip away mentally at the opponent as well when they're just in your face, just throwing punches. And it's the perfect fight if you're Gotti, huh?
Absolutely. You're just trying to force him into making mistakes. You're eating whatever he's throwing and just trying to make sure you can throw back harder. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is not a strategy I would advise to somebody on their first day in the gym. I'm not going to go out and show them this fight and say that's what you need to do. But it seems to be working pretty well for him. As he eats 4 or 5 counters coming back. The announcer jinx is a beautiful thing, Rob.
It really is. And you know, the defense there from Bone Doing Work is pretty good. Now he's kind of opening up to the body now, just these devastating body shots in round number 7, trying to slow down Gotti, and these are just working out beautifully. And it seems like Gotti's having a little bit more trouble landing these shots on the head when he's just getting drilled by Bone.
Oh, but then again,
as I was saying,
mixing up the level, going to the body and to the head. I don't know how like many more times, many more ways we can say these guys are fighting, man.
Yeah, they are. They are slugging out here. The block's holding up for Bone pretty well, huh? These punches aren't really going through anymore.
It is, and that's got to be a sigh of relief for Bone and maybe a bit of frustration from Elite King, because it's like, what do you have to do? It seems like you've been throwing everything and the kitchen sink at this guy. You know, like what's it going to take to get him out of there? You're not hitting him with soft shots, and he's only got like, what, 45% health it looked like?
Yeah, he's damaged.
But then again, here we are in round 8, and if this does go to the cards, I don't see how you can't give this to Bone Doing Work.
I agree.
But
it seems like, sorry to interrupt you. It seems like Elite Kings, you know, that when he throws oh my goodness, that left hand sneaks through Kell Brooks. Bone Doing Work coming. If he gets this knockdown, that cements the fight. And there it is, to the body, digs hard. And down goes Gotti.
That was kind of nasty how he got in there. He threw like 1 jab up top and then just dug 3 body shots. All of them found a home. And, you know, I love the mental aspect of it. You know, you make him start thinking, I'm trying to knock you out up top. And then you just, whenever he starts covering up, you just take what he gives you. Oh, my. And Elite King, nowhere near out of the woods. In fact, okay, I was going to say he might have stumbled upon a gingerbread house here. This is going to get a lot worse.
Trying to eat it, but he's getting some cavities here. Oh, my goodness, here it goes.
Wait a minute.
Elite Kings with the tag back. Can he get a knockdown of his own? He needs his bad. Big power shot maybe, but no. Bone able to get out of the way and stay alive, but the round is still not over. These guys are going for it now. We're going to see these guys. Oh, left hook, bang! There he goes. Elite King's on the floor. What a fight.
Oh, my goodness. Is he going to be able to get up after that? I mean.
Yeah, he will. I got faith.
The pace that these two have put on has been insane.
Yeah. Most definitely. There's going to be, what, 20 seconds left on the third. Oh, 37 still, and you know Elite Kings is coming right after Bone here. He does not care. He's got him against the corner, too. Bone needs to move. Bang, bang! Left hook sneaks in.
Then again, Gotti just able to recover. Okay, he's taking a lot of damage here. Still trying to fight back, but it looks like he was attempting to go out on his shield, and he may end up doing just that. If he's able to get back to his feet, hey, hats off to him. But because if he's able to get to his feet, he's going to see the decision. Wow. He's going to see the decision. So shout out to Elite King, but I don't think it's going to be a decision that he wants to see, because I mean, Bone Doing Work, for the most part, was leading the dance, was able to get his shots off. I can't say he was able to get out of danger, because, good Lord, I mean, at every turn, it felt like, okay, yeah, Kell Brook is really starting to get into his rhythm, starting to find his range, and he's just going to, you know, be able to pick and pepper his shots, and then, boom, he would get hit with something huge. And Elite King, I feel like he's going to be one to watch out for as this game goes on, and as they kind of start giving buffs to inside fighting and making that style a little bit more viable. I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what he'll do in like 3 months with a Canelo. Just, this is something to keep my eye on, you know?
Yeah, I love the way he would just come forward and just bring the fight to his opponent. Bone Doing Work was just too good with his head movement and his counters and his adjustments. In round number 7, he started digging really hard to the body, and I think that's where it kind of crumbled for Elite Kings. But wow, these two really put on an exciting show, and might have even topped that first fight. I mean, they were going in at the end there in just an emphatic pace.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm hoping that we